Greetings, exiles. It's time for our first journey in the secret of the Atlas. Champion. Shield Crush. This is exactly the zero I'm going to make my hero out of. New mechanics. That was pretty easy. Oh no. My mercenary died. To be honest, he was pretty useless. Although maybe I was unlucky and got a bad teammate who keeps making me lose. You know what I mean. Well, let's see how good the reworked champion is. Very interesting. The game is giving me some kind of sign. This one was quite rich, and now his treasures are mine. My first purchase in this league. A very powerful starting weapon that gives a lot of damage. And my first lucky drop. Today is a good day, let's try my luck again. Easy. Easy money. Holy ring. I need it. Thank you. The first time was a lucky coincidence, but twice in a row was pure skill. And again. No way. It was a fun campaign, and I earned some currency. In theory, I can already buy Emperor's Vigilance, but I'm not going to do that yet because I need this jewel. As you can see, it was very expensive on the first day. Besides, I need more levels so I can swap to the crit version. So I'll go to the white maps with casual equipment. Even with mediocre gear, you won't have any problems on the yellow and white maps. Okay, let's buy a good shield. I found this one. Lots of armor, chance to block, and reduced extra damage from critical strikes. Also a free prefix so I can benchcraft. I significantly increased my damage. Very good. I need it. Thanks, game. Wait a minute. That's money. And a few more purchases. Random 5 links. And a new helmet with life, elemental resistances, and accuracy. And back to the maps. By the way, about the mercenary. I completely forgot about them. But I managed to hire this one. With bow and haste aura. I bought him a new physical bow and these gloves for explosions. And honestly, it turned out to be quite fun. It's not a super broken combination, but it's pretty good. Now I have a friend who plays a bleed bow build. Thanks to the developers for the mercenaries, now I can imagine that I have a friend with whom I play Path of Exile together. Finally, after so long, I am not alone. Anyway. Hey! That's mine. Give me back my first divine orb. Cool. Minor quest bosses. Unfortunately, without good loot. In this patch, the developers slightly changed the Syndicate, so I decided to visit another of my virtual friends. To check if everything is okay with him. Now Gravicious gives 2 chests instead of 1. No Tink. Sag. Wait a minute. It's the Tink. 6 links. No way. I love these Chaos Orbs. Many may be surprised by the fact that I sold the armor instead of using it in my build. But it's very simple. With each passing hour, random 6 links become cheaper. Divine Orbs, on the other hand, become more expensive. So I decided not to rush with 6 links and invest in Divine Orbs instead. Cat business. Besides, this build is good as it is, and I don't need 6 links. No good loot in the last lab. I think I'm ready to pick up my first 2 void stones. No problem. Easy. By the way, it's not a bad shield for this build, but personally, I prefer a good rare shield. What the hell is that? Fake Cyrus? Another new boss? No way. Interesting build, by the way. Let's try these new memory strands. Scam. One more time. Actually, not bad at all. And it looks like I've found my new armor. Fast 5 links and I call it a day. Here's my beloved King's March. It's nice to be home. Just kidding. Screw this city, I'm sick of it. Maybe I'll deal with it later. Let's talk about my starting atlas instead. It's pretty standard. After the Syndicate change, it's not a mandatory part of the atlas tree, but I like this mechanic. Although, to be honest, I'm just addicted to Gravicious loot boxes. Oh yeah. That's it. And sometimes you can find cool items like this. My new ring. I also took some nodes for strongboxes. Just in case, because there's a chance to find this jewel. It's time to buy key items for the new build and swap to the crit version. Now this jewel is much cheaper, which is a fairer price for it. Small changes to the passive tree. Let's see how it turned out. I'm lacking resistances. And some accuracy. So I need to buy a new amulet. Now everything is fine. And a quick test. Overall, not bad. The only thing I would like to see in this build is more AoE. Currently, it is quite modest, but I will be able to address this issue in the future when I purchase the necessary items. But now we have much more damage and we can check out some Pinnacle bosses, because I need fragments for my last void stones. Wait a minute. Not the worst option, to be honest. And one more tink. But I think it's a fake. And another melee-friendly boss. Nice job, GGG. By the way, it seems to me that the new bosses have a lot of HP, and most of their attacks do 0 damage. Strange design. Although maybe I just have ZDPS. Speaking of builds and gear, my current skill tree is slightly different from what I showed in my last video. First, I took these skill nodes and mastery for charge duration. In combination with this implicit, it is much easier for me to sustain the maximum number of endurance charges. Especially in boss fights where we no longer need to constantly press Enduring Cry. I also replaced vulnerability with Assassin's Mark. And I took this cluster with mastery. With it we can easily generate frenzy charges and boss battles, which was not possible in my previous version. If we compare my two POBs, the new version looks slightly worse, but that's only on paper, and in reality, the new version is much better and more comfortable. So I recommend it. But enough yapping, let's grab the last Void Stones and finish our Atlas. To be honest, I don't like this battle. Especially the last part, when you play a melee build without a billion damage. This phase is quite annoying. Not the fastest kill, but overall, no problems. And this is my favorite boss. I love this battle. It's fun. Wait a minute. Where's the Void Stone? But don't worry, everything is fine. This is already the second battle with Uber Elder, because when I fought him for the first time, I forgot to press the record button, and I had to do a second run. As a reward for obtaining all the Void Stones, we received gifts from our friend. Wow! This is the real Tink. Big luck! I think this is a good moment to end the first part of my journey. Despite the server issues and some controversial decisions in game design, I really like the new league and can't wait to start the second part of my journey, so I'll say goodbye for now. Thank you all for watching and commenting. I appreciate it. Also, I would be very grateful for your likes and subscriptions. Bye everyone, and see you in the new video.